Welcome to Broken Tusk Rising, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play in the Galarian campaign setting. We're playing through the Quest for the Frozen Flame adventure path.
I'm Jessica, and I'm playing Xankath, the halfling fighter.
This is Josh, and I'm playing Ivan, an orc fighter and former crusader.
I'm Ashley, and I play Aklep the druid, a former member of the Burning Mammoth.
I'm Pavel, and I'm playing Luukallo, the skeleton sorcerer.
Last time on Broken Tusk Rising, Xankath, Luukallo, Ivan, Aklep, and Grifka continued their battle against the forces of the necromancer Ashen Swale. It became clear that they were not going to win this fight, however, so they attempted to retreat. Ivan got away riding on an undead horse. Xankath packed Lu into a bag and disappeared into the tall grass. Aklep, however, was surrounded and knocked unconscious, and Grifka was allowed to get away. Ivan, Xankath, Lu, and Grifka have gathered on the plain west of the Ashen Tower. It took some hours for Ivan, riding on the skeletal horse, to shake the skeletal woolen rhinoceros that chased him from the cliff. Xankath, Lu, and Grifka carefully followed his trail, evading the returning rhinoceros. Let's assume that Lu sends the skeletal horse away before his control over it expires.
That makes sense.
Grifka is still injured, with more cracks than usual appearing in his crusty surface. Grifka is also acting strangely. He's occasionally stumbling around, and his flames keep flickering and sputtering out. You find a low-lying area further to the west, shielded from the view of the Ashen Tower. Exhausted, you make camp, bind your wounds, and set watches. To make matters worse, a heavy rain passes through during the night, soaking you. Xankath, the next morning, before the sun comes up, you are awakened by a deep growl. And when you open your eyes, an enormous wolf is prowling the camp. It's no normal-sized wolf, it's a dire wolf. It sniffs at Ivan's unconscious body and snarls, and then sniffs in your direction. Leaping over Ivan, the wolf bounds toward you and begins licking your face.
Remind me what the wolf's name is, because it's been a minute, and it's in my other notes.
How could you forget Rumpy?
Rumpy!
Rumpy.
It's been so long. We haven't interacted with Rumpy in so long. Rumpy, stop, too much. It's too much.
Rumpy does not stop.
Why are you here?
Rumpy leaps away from the camp and then looks west and then back to you. She takes some steps away, then looks back at you again.
I will wake up the group.
Okay. As you wake people up, grab your possessions maybe, you realize that Grifka is not at the camp.
Can I find any evidence of which way Grifka went?
Sure, make a perception check.
Sure. It's a 21. Oh, that's a 20. I don't have heroism anymore.
Okay.
Oh, before you do your thing,
yes.
I assume we're rested? Like we
Yes.
slept, we get all our stuff back?
You've all had a rest, although you're a little bit soaked, but you nonetheless were able to have enough of a rest before it started raining heavily that you are well rested, hit points restored, spell slots restored.
Cool. Thank you. Okay.
Remind me, do we go up to full health usually, or do we do the whatever Foundry tells us to do?
Normally, we would do a bunch of medicine checks, and then you get some more health from resting. But in this case, I'm going to say that you guys did your medicine checks last night, and when combined with resting, you're at full.
Okay.
Cool.
So you look for footprints or some evidence of where Grifka went, and it's not difficult. You can see his footprints seared into the grass where he was standing, keeping watch on the camp. And then nothing. They don't seem to lead away. They just seem to be seared into the ground there, and then it's almost like he disappeared.
Well, that feels bad.
Classic Grifka. He's not a good, watchkeeper. Did I tell you what happened, when that ghost came around? He said he was going to keep watch, I think. And then he just went back to bed. Lazy Grifka.
Xankath is just staring at the imprint that Grifka left, considering the implications of Grifka simply disappearing.
Okay. So Ivan, Lu, you are awakened, and you find a giant wolf in your camp.
Oh yeah, you guys don't have any idea who Rumpy is.
Oh yeah. I actually fully don't remember, out of character, where Rumpy came from.
Oh, we got Rumpy in the caves. In the caves?
No, I think you rescued Rumpy from the annoying wizard.
Yes.
Right.
The woman.
I couldn't remember either.
Yep. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
She hangs out with Jonesy.
Well, Rumpy is impatiently trying to lead you to the west.
This is Rumpy. I don't know where she wants to take us, but I suggest we follow.
I will dispatch it quickly.
Nope.
It will not feel
Nope.
pain.
Nope. No dispatching.
I think it's one of those good dogs.
Why does every animal need name?
Why not?
I don't have a good answer for that. Okay. If you can remember all names, good.
So Rumpy leads you west. After a short walk, you come to another depression in the plain with a pond formed by the evening's rainfall. Two familiar figures are bathing in the water. Andreas and Jonesy. Rumpy comes running into your camp, into the pond, splashing water and mud everywhere as she dances around in excitement.
Rumpy, I just washed that bit.
Oh, leave her alone. She likes it.
Shortly followed by Xankath and a skeleton, which I guess Andreas has met, and an orc, which Andreas has met. But Jonesy, you only recognize Xankath. You don't recognize the skeleton and this orc, although I guess you've heard about them.
So I'm not immediately assuming that she's leading weirdos towards us.
Well, she's definitely leading weirdos.
Yeah.
But
The two are not mutually exclusive.
Andreas, look. It's Xankath with a bunch of weirdos.
Oh, yes, I've seen her leading these weirdos around a couple times. Hello, good morning, Xankath. The water's fine. Come on in.
Xankath sits down when she just plops to the ground when she sees you and starts bawling.
No, did you hear me? I'm coming.
And Jonesy, what'd you do to hurt her feelings?
Jonesy starts coming out of the pond, probably naked, I would assume, if he's bathing.
up to you.
He's sort of trying to block his body with Rumpy as he goes to grab some undies.
Maybe dry off a little bit too.
Put some undies on.
Rumpy, God.
Oh, it's going to smell like wet dog in here.
And then he's going to start running over to Xankath. Old wet, old man, like.
Xankath, I know I am too disappointed. I always imagined when adventuring coming upon figures bathing in the pond, and I too am saddened by the sight before me.
You're just jealous, Ivan.
Maybe. Maybe a little bit.
Xankath, what's the problem?
When Jonesy gets to Xankath, she looks up at Jonesy and thank the gods you're here. Everybody keeps dying. I'm losing people. I can't do this. You have to be here. You have to be here. Things were good when you were here. That's been bad since you left. You have to be here.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. That is what life is like, I'm afraid. People die, but
they didn't. They didn't. You were here and they didn't. And then you left. And Corgo died. And I left Aklep in the cave. And it's all going bad. And I'm the leader. And it keeps going wrong. You can't leave again. You have to stay.
Yes, of course. We'll stay, Xankath. Anything you need, we're here for you. You're a good leader. That's part of learning. Is unfortunately terrible things like this happening. But look at all the good you've done.
Andreas nudges Ivan in the gut with an elbow and is like, she's a great leader, good at the guilt trip move.
Xankath kind of just curls into a ball and silently cries for a minute. She's getting some feelings out.
Josie stands there with his hands on his hips, still mostly naked.
Which is awkward for Xankath. She's short in general, and now she's just on the ground, and,
Lots of emotions.
You're naked. Yeah, lots of emotions.
While you're talking, we cut to Aklep. High above the plain, at the top of the Ashen Tower, Aklep stirs. Aklep, you are bound, blindfolded, and gagged, tied to a post. Your hands throb with pain. You think something might have been broken. You can smell the stench of rotting flesh. Something undead must be near you. You can also hear the comforting sound of a crackling flame and the muted sound of the wind. You're probably inside some kind of structure. You hear a female Sutaki voice. The burned one is stirring, Turkek. Good. Your blindfold is ripped off. You quickly take in the room. You're in a tent, probably the yurt at the top of the projection of rock that is the Ashen Tower. You're tied to a wooden post. Looming over you to your right is one of those huge bloated zombies wearing scraps of Crusader armor. Another one stands across the room from you. Next to you is one of the necromancers, and another necromancer stands next to a brazier across the room. To your right is a leather curtain that must be the tent flap leading out. Another figure emerges from a leather curtain that obscures a rear chamber. And she looks like this.
Oh.
Whoa, that's neat.
Would someone care to describe this excellent art?
Female, quite built, 6-pack. So she's doing all right. She's got like whirly paint on her thighs and abdomen, arms, and mostly shaved head. She has a top knot, I guess, of long black hair.
Extremely pale skin. Like white.
Gray,
like unnaturally grayish white. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like data colors.
Yes.
Yeah. She's got a grass skirt kind of thing going on.
I don't know what that's supposed to be. Yeah.
I don't either. A thing that might be a book in her hand.
You're overlooking the really creepy necklace.
Oh, yeah. There's a hand. There's a hand on her necklace.
Is it a hand or a chicken foot? I can't even tell.
Oh, it could be a chicken foot.
Oh, could be.
And I can't tell what the green thing is in her hand.
Yeah, it's unclear. I mean, some kind of fog or mist is emerging from her hand.
Oh, yeah, that too.
I'm in her other hand.
Oh, her other hand? I think that's supposed to be pages.
Book?
Like a horrible necromancy spell book.
Yeah.
Not even bound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good description.
She seems intense.
Yeah. She confidently walks over to inspect you, and as she does, you feel your heart pump faster, your blood flow more quickly, and your wounds ache. She's having some kind of effect on you. You must be a tough one to have survived what you have been through. Not tough enough, though. I wonder what you would taste like. And you see the fangs in her mouth as she smiles at you. I am Turkek, and I serve the god-caller Ashen's Veil, faithful right hand of Venexus. We know you are working with the outsiders hiding in the forest, but we do not know who you are. Ashen's Veil demands answers, so you will provide them. Who are you? And why are you here?
Aklep is gagged, so I don't know how she...
Yeah, she'll pull your gag off.
Okay.
Good point.
I am a druid, and I came to kill the undead creatures that are unnatural and plaguing this area.
With whom?
With my party, who have escaped you.
Go on. You work with the Crusaders, yes?
What Crusaders?
She stands back and assesses you. I assure you, we can make your suffering last an exquisitely long time while you are alive. And we even know how to make it continue after we kill you. We could spare you all of that pain. I ask you again, who are you with? What is it you want in the valley of the glorious Venexus?
There's nothing I want in this valley.
She slaps you across the face. How is Aklep feeling right now?
Aklep doesn't feel great, right? I don't think they healed him.
No, Aklep is not feeling good, no.
He feels quite terrible. But I think he also doesn't want to give away his, companions or, the tribe of people who have helped him. And so Aklep is feeling defiant emotionally.
Okay. She looks at you closely and then suddenly seems to stumble backward, like she's lost her footing or she's surprised by something. And she says, if you will not help us in life, you will help us in death. Nothing must go to waste, however. Threnog, take him to the soul-draining cage and shut him in with the other. In the morning, begin preparing to remove his hands and add them to the swarm. There should be sufficient components. She turns back to you. You will wish you had cooperated. We will find out what is happening in the forest one way or the other. And when we find them, your friends will suffer as you will. You are again blindfolded and gagged, and under the direction of one of the necromancers, the enormous zombie lifts you off the post and drags you out of the tent, and into a passageway leading down into the stone. You hear the sound of a door opening. Give me a perception check.
23.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. 22, because I also have heroism that I didn't have.
Yep.
I mean, unless I'm still heroic, who knows?
No, I'm afraid you're not heroic anymore. The latch mechanism sounds strangely complicated. The door, or what it's connected to, might be trapped in some way. You are thrown to the ground, and you hear the necromancer say, I strongly advise you not to touch the bars, burned one, before she walks away. Back to the rest of the party.
Oh man, that's intense. You guys are dealing with some heavy stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know why Xankath cried.
So, I assume by now you've caught Andreas and Jonesy up on the situation.
Yeah. Eventually, Xankath stops crying and manages to explain all the things.
There simply isn't any time to waste. We rescued Aklep on purpose back in the day when he was deep fried or whatever.
Yes, deep fried.
And I'm not going to let that good rescuing go to waste.
Do you think Luukallo would understand? I'm looking for this berry, but it seems pretty important.
You can probably find berries like that anywhere.
Yes.
I don't know, we could just divert to the berry tracking quest if you'd rather do that.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I've learned how to communicate with plants, and I've asked a few, but they don't know what I'm talking about. So it's taking longer than I assumed.
Well, if we find Aklep, then Aklep might be able to help you. So we should definitely go get Aklep.
Yes, no, I agree. It's the top priority. Isn't that right, Rumpy? That's Rumpy.
Yep. Rumpy is glad to accept the attention. And let's switch maps.
On our way back, can I look for a tree branch or something that I can use as a club?
Well, it's an empty plain, but I'm going to assume you find something you could use as a club.
Okay, cool.
Perhaps a quarterstaff.
Can I find a quarterstaff-like weapon?
Gosh, a really straight long stick? Give me a perception check or a nature check.
It's only a halfling-sized long stick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Doesn't have to be as long.
I'm going to go with perception. Golly, 15.
Sure, that's good enough. You find one.
Oh, good.
You find one.
That was a 3 that I rolled. Okay, I find a quarterstaff. Cool, thank you.
You can see that they have posted guards at the entrance to the tower now, and there's one of those zombies, those enormous zombies standing next to that cart inside the cavern. And also, I guess Xankath would tell you that on the eastern side, there's a gentler slope leading up to the top of the tower, but it's rocky and sort of difficult to get over, and it would take a while to get from the bottom up to the top. But it's not impossible. You could approach the tower from the east and get up to the top of the tower where that yurt is. So what's your approach to this scary tower of death?
Well, Xankath, Lou, Ivan, where do you think Aklep's being held?
There was a yurt at the top, could be there. There's also a area that we didn't get to off to the side, and I suppose he could be there. I have no way of knowing.
I am concentrating, and I see a little cursor with Ashley's name, and I feel like very good that could be there.
Clearly.
Ashley moves the cursor to where you're... I feel like when something goes wrong, one should always resort to climbing, because climbing always works every time.
We've had nothing but good luck with climbing, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
We should climb up one of the sides of this tower scene. All in favor, remain in silence.
Well, I don't know about all of you, but climbing is clearly the best thing anyone's ever invented, so...
No, I'm not very good at climbing.
None of us are.
Oh, good.
1 for, 1 against, I suppose.
Isn't Ivan like a climbing expert?
Yes.
Yeah.
I will make sure none of you fall.
And I have a ladder now.
You talking about climbing the east side or the sheer cliff on the west side?
Probably east.
Okay.
How long would it take us to go around to get up? Like, because we've got around one time. I assume it would be a couple days.
No, I mean, it would be several hours, though.
Okay.
It would be several hours to get around to the other side.
That doesn't seem too bad, given how badly our frontal assault failed last time.
Yes, it was large area, many opponents. Perhaps we would fare better in tiny hallways inside that might be there.
Well, they do have the palisades up at the top, so we'd have to be able to get over that wall. Though I suppose if we climb up this cliff, we could get around that. I don't know if there's other entrances other than this main entrance or possibly up there.
Meanwhile, back in the Ashen Tower, Aklep, you have been resting in the cell, regaining your strength. You are awakened by the sound of something stirring, something in the cell with you. You hear a woman moaning in pain and then moving around.
Is that you, Tadanu?
She says in your direction.
Where is our son? Is he safe? Where is Deanie?
She moves in your direction and continues to rant.
My hand, all the hands. They're outside over there, but it's too late. It's too late for me. Why are you here? This cage is death. You shouldn't be here.
You then hear a sharp intake of breath as she gets closer to you.
You're not Tadanu. You're not one of us. Are you a spy? Is this even real?
She pulls off your blindfold and then recoils from you, crawling across the floor. You can see that you are in a cage made of bone, about 10 feet by 20 feet. This is part of a larger room that is 60 feet long and 30 feet wide. 2 tables in the room are covered with various bottles and objects, difficult to make out from here. Counters line the eastern wall, and in the dim torchlight you can see a pile of something on the counter. It's hard to make out without a perception check.
So he's not gagged anymore. She pulled off his blindfold, and I guess he was never re-gagged.
No, you were re-gagged, and you're re-blindfolded.
Oh.
So you're still gagged, but you're not blindfolded.
Okay, I will do a perception check to see what else is in the room with them. And I got a 26.
All right. So you look at this pile of something on the counter, and you realize it is a pile of severed hands.
Good.
That's fine, probably. Yep.
The woman across from you has been beaten and is delirious. In fact, it's surprising she's even able to move. Her left hand has been severed, leaving an untreated bloody stump. Ugh. And she looks like...
And this is the Safe for Kids podcast, friends.
That's right.
Kids like that kind of stuff, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
We loved it in the 80s.
That's why everybody that was born in the 80s is doing A-okay right now.
That's right.
Oh, it's all awful.
I thought this would be Todanu because they were talking about Deanie, but this is not.
No, this is a woman.
Not her.
Tadanu is back with the camp with Deanie. Any descriptions, anybody?
Kind of a handsome lady with dreadlocks with looks like either painted on or maybe tattooed constellations on her face and shoulders, and looks like almost like shooting star tattoos down her chest. She's wearing a necklace that looks like maybe a piece of wood with an eye on it.
Yeah, it looks kind of like an owl's eye.
Aklep is going to keep his voice low because he really wants it to only go to this lady.
Sure. You don't see anyone in the room, but yeah.
Wait, there's a time when your voice isn't kept low? Like,
you know the way Aklep raises his voice all the time.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's trying to whisper, but obviously I can't whisper, right?
Sure, I get it.
You are Sudaki.
She can't understand you and pulls your gag out of your mouth. What?
Oh. Thank you for reminding me.
You are Sudaki.
Yes. Who are you? Where are we?
I am Aklep. I have met others of your tribe.
She retreats from you some more and leans against the opposite wall in the corner of this room.
Is she touching the bars? Because I've heard you're not supposed to touch those.
No, she is not. She is not touching the bars. She is touching the stone wall.
Okay.
And you notice another thing. You notice that she has a tattoo on her remaining right hand, a 6-star constellation. You think you've seen it before.
Where did I see this before? Was it in that cave?
You do think you saw it in the cave. In fact, you rolled a pretty good perception check. I'm going to just roll it over. You remember Tadanu had an identical tattoo on his hand. And with that, we're going to go back to the rest of the party. Have you guys decided what you'd like to do?
We could just destroy all those zombies or whatever.
Yes, I think that's preferable to climbing.
They're pretty tough, especially the big skeleton, the one that looks like a bigger me. And they're resistant to a bunch of stuff, like fire doesn't do anything. They don't seem to care too much if you slice them with stuff.
Well, Jonesy's a cleric of Sarenrae, and I'm a pretty good big guy myself, so...
Fighting down here did not go well for us before, but there are more of us. Presumably, we could handle our own better.
Did you try luring any of these enemies out from the tower?
No, we should have. We did not.
Do you mean like one at a time? Because if we lure them all out, that seems like a good way to get surrounded. We kind of punched them up at the entrance, and that was working okay until it didn't.
This M and H in the corner on the right side?
Those are wild animals. The M is a moose. The H is a hyenodon, a giant hyena.
Okay.
Then there's a lagopher, which is like an otter rabbit.
A big otter rabbit.
Yeah. And then there's a couple grizzly bears and an enormous longhorn bison and a bunch of elk.
Is it possible to release the animals, and perhaps they could help us fight?
They're quite sickly. I don't know what assistance they would actually be able to bring.
If they're in really bad shape, you think that they're probably unlikely to be able to help you.
Oh.
Yeah, they watched as a necromancer and an assistant dragged off a moose. As it cried out, they just watched it. Yeah, it was awful.
Mike, come on.
It was awful.
Mike.
I'm so glad Jonesy wasn't here to see that.
I'm sure it was a bad moose. Convicted of all sorts of moose crimes.
Well, I vote we try to draw them towards us one at a time, and surely we could move them back out. Or if we're climbing, I need to be someone's backpack.
Lou knows all about that.
Yeah. Well, I got dibs. I was here first.
I was, actually.
Technically not.
Well, I meant in the backpack,
Well, but you do look very old, so I will give you that.
Thanks, I think.
Quite fragile.
Okay, you can stop complimenting me now.
Okay, I'm just comparing.
Lou, you also look like a skeleton. Perhaps they'll talk to you.
Yes, have you tried that?
I tried, but someone wasn't willing to leave me behind. So, no, I haven't tried to actually talking to them. I could try to just, saunter in all casual like, how do you do, fellow skeletons? It's worth a shot.
Just act like you belong there.
Yeah.
Yes, and then tell them you have something to show them. And bring them back to us.
Yeah. Maybe we can get a hard hat and a clipboard. I hear that works really well.
Yes, I heard the same.
It's worth a shot. I can at least maybe try to walk in and, see what's behind that curtain on the left.
All right, so Lou wants to just stroll in and see what happens?
Is there any chance we can try to find some sort of animal out on the plains that I can bring in so I can look like I'm, just like a skeleton kind of lagging behind bringing something in?
All right.
Like a dire wolf?
No, not Rumpy. Look at those other animals. Andreas, how dare you?
That was Sean.
Sean. That's even worse.
Andreas would never suggest such a thing.
Rumpy's a short dire wolf. You can't send her to fight things.
She just got washed.
I'm preparing her for her next show.
The other thing we should do is we should try to sneak up to the tower and hide on other sides of the door, right? Or the entrance. So that when Lou lures them out, we can pinch her maneuver.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
But I'm surely we could find a squirrel or something for him to bring in.
So, yeah, do we want to try me acting like I'm bringing in an animal or just strolling in casual like? What do we think?
I'm okay with you doing either.
It's probably okay if you want to take Rumpy, because then at least you have some backup if something happens.
Lou very much does not want to be responsible for something bad happening to Rumpy.
I'd never forgive you, but you're welcome
I know.
to.
All right, so you want to try to capture just a wild animal in the area?
Preferably if we can find a dead one. So, so Lou's not responsible for something terrible happening to a rabbit.
Give me a nature check. We'll do a quick hunt here.
All right.
I'm sure you have plenty of time to go hunting.
Okay, here we go. +2. Come on, can I guidance myself?
I have a +10 survival. Could we try that instead?
You could try that if you want, sure.
Xankath hates this plan, so she is not willing to participate.
All right. Andreas manages to grab a ground squirrel.
It was already dead.
Okay.
Lou picks it up by the tail.
Okay.
Okay, Lou's going to have to take off all of his clothes and his backpack. He's going to have to leave the staff behind because presumably those skeletons aren't, carrying their own stuff. He'll keep the ring on just in case and leave the shield behind. Yeah, so he's basically just going in, just holding a dead squirrel.
Okay. So, and what is the rest of the party doing? It looks like you're stationing yourselves outside the entrance. Do you want to try to sneak up?
Whatever we can do to get a jump on these creatures.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe Xankath sort of leads the group in a stealth check. Follow the expert means that you add your level as a proficiency bonus to the associated skill check, even if you're untrained. And you gain a circumstance bonus to your skill check based on your ally's proficiency. So +2 for expert, +3 for master, +4 for legendary. I'm guessing she's expert. All right. So add your level, so +6, and then +2 for expert, so +8. Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay.
All right, let's see.
I got a 30.
How can I have a +6 and roll only?
Well, you rolled, unfortunately, a natural one. Could hero point that?
I guess I will. All right, there we go, 24.
Okay. So as Lou walks up carrying this large squirrel in his hands, and who's got his stuff, by the way? Who's got all his possessions?
I'm going to say Ivan because he's the beefy one. And
Okay. So Ivan's got his pack and his robes and such.
Yes.
Oh, carry all the stuff. It's fine, whatever.
And the rest of you, as far as you can tell, you managed to successfully stealth up to the entrance and hide around the sides without the guards noticing you. It probably helps that Lou is just walking up to them as a skeleton with his arm outstretched and this ground squirrel.
Holding a ground squirrel.
Yeah, this half-eaten ground squirrel that's leaking some fluids. Yeah, it's unpleasant for most people, but the two guards at the entrance look at each other and they look out and they look real puzzled.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And one of them says, "You, get in here."
I, in my head, go, yes, it's working. And then I start entering.
All right. They tell you to stop.
I stop.
And they walk around you, looking you up and down, and look at this ground squirrel. Well, what? Why did you bring this? This is useless.
So I think I've noticed that none of the other undead spoke at all during our last combat. So I just gesture at them with the squirrel.
And they seem to be talking to you like they would talk to an animal that can't understand them, right? It's just something that they do that just seems natural to them, but they're not expecting you to reply. And one of them calls over back into the room, deeper into the room, and says, "There's a skeleton here. It brought some rat or something." And from deeper into the room, this necromancer, who you've seen before, comes walking out and looks you over. And I'm going to roll a little check here.
I've got my sword out, by the way.
Oh, yes, we're all quite ready.
All of these are flesh beings, so I can stab them successfully.
There is something I would like to try.
What's that?
I'm considering trying calm.
Oh. Well, nobody looks upset just yet.
But I was thinking if he rolls, maybe this will give him some negatives.
Oh.
And he will likely think he's a buddy.
Okay.
Does that work? I have to read through this
I
really
don't know
quick.
if that's how that spell would work.
God, Sean, why do you always just ruin it all?
It would be great in the middle of a combat, I would say.
Is it just in combat?
Like most Pathfinder spells. Great in the middle of a combat. A few of them are useful outside.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. We'll wait. We'll see.
Once they're hostile, then you use calm. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Rolling something. All right, so she looks you up and down and says, "I don't remember this one." And then walks around you. She yanks the ground squirrel out of your hand and says, "Well, I suppose we could feed the hyenodons with it." and she throws it into the pen with the hyenodon and says, "You, follow me," and walks back into the area. Now, as she walks up to you, Lou, you suddenly feel sickened. As she gets right next to you, her aura affects you. You feel sickened. No saving throw.
Wow.
Just because we, the players, know, is this the top knot lady?
No, this is
or
not.
This a different one?
Different necromancer.
Okay.
Is that the same one we fought last time we were here?
That's right. It's the same lady you fought last time.
Okay.
So she says, "Follow me." And she walks back into the cavern. What are you going to do, Lou?
Oh, no.
Part of me wants to go in and follow her, but the plan was to lure them out. So Lou is going to stand still and he is just going to point outwards out of the cavern and not follow her.
All right. She stops, notices you're not following, and the two guards look at each other. They're totally confused. They do not understand what is going on. And she walks back and says, "Why aren't you following me? What is wrong with this one?"
I keep pointing and I take a step back in the direction I'm pointing.
She looks at the two guards. "They're not supposed to do that. What did you do to this one?" The guards just shrug.
Your Roomba is misbehaving.
"I don't know. We didn't do anything. We were just standing here and it walked up." And she looks at this enormous zombie standing behind her and she says, "You, 5 steps to the right." And the zombie just steps over. And she says, "Go back." It steps back where it was before. "That's odd." She turns back to Lou, steps up to him again. Lou, you can feel this sickening feeling washing over you as she steps up to you. "You, step into the cavern."
Lou takes 1 step back.
What is going on here?" She tries casting a spell on you.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize it. She tries casting Bind Undead.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I have a reaction that allows me to recognize spells, Mike.
Okay, yeah.
So I think I would probably recognize this
Okay.
and probably start taking action.
All right. If you want to, we can roll initiative. Lou, I'm going to give you some information that maybe other folks don't know. She's casting this spell. You're pretty sure you're too powerful for it to affect you.
Yeah, I was going to ask, would we know what level she is from our previous encounter with her?
You don't know exactly. You saw her cast a lightning bolt.
I don't think we'll be able to infer her level from that.
Yeah, I feel like if Xankath saw her casting at Lou, Xankath's moving in.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's roll initiative.
Well, that was a much better roll than the last time, but still not great.
Nice, Jonesy.
Yeah. Jones is ready.
Starting things off, she begins casting the spell. If you guys want to sort of jump in before she can cast it, then Jonesy, you're going to go first.
Okay. I'm reading more about this calm thing, and I feel like the only thing it really does is give a -1 stat penalty, which isn't that good.
Or prevents them from taking hostile actions if they fail.
If they fail. DC 20. You know what? I'm going to do it. How many? It says 120 feet, 10. Oh, it's 10 foot burst.
The range is 120 feet. You pick a point, and everything within 10 feet of that is affected.
I think you could at least get 3 of them.
Yeah.
I'm just not certain.
Yeah, that's 10 feet. That gets both guards, the necromancer, and the big zombie.
All right. So does she make a will save?
Everybody makes a will save.
Okay, great. Here go the will saves. Here's the necromancer's will save. 22. And one of these warriors, 19.
Oh, that's a fail.
Yeah.
And the other warrior, 20.
Okay, so both warriors fail.
Okay.
She matches exactly.
Okay, and what is the effect of the spell on them?
So she gets a -1 stat penalty to her attack rolls.
Okay. The 2 warriors, what's the effect on them?
They can't take hostile actions.
Until someone targets them with a hostile act.
Yeah.
All right, so these 2 warriors, their shoulders slump a little bit, and they look more relaxed. The necromancer looks confused again, and she looks around. Something strange is going on here. It is the giant skeleton's turn, and it does nothing because it has no reason to be concerned about anything right now. Ivan, what do you want to do?
Can Ivan jump to right after Andreas?
You want to delay?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, Andreas, you go next. What do you want to do?
Andreas, wait.
Oh.
Don't touch the gods.
Oh, yes, you've got it.
the necromancer.
I'm always one for attacking someone with the spell book first.
Andreas just casually strolls out from behind this corner, stepping up to be 10 feet away from the necromancer. His meteor hammer is just whirling like a guy swinging his keys down the street. And then he'll step up to her and
Say, oh, good morning. I understand that you've harmed some of my friends here, so I'm about to return the favor.
and he will spell strike.
All right.
Target, spell strike. Come on, macros, work. There we go. With my ghost touch meteor, and she's living, right? From what I can tell.
As far as you can tell.
Okay, so I will use gouging claw on this spell. So the meteor hammer gets all spiky and nasty, and I swing. 22 to hit.
22 is a hit.
Beautiful.
The hammer slams into her. She is totally taken off guard and looks even more confused and in pain, of course.
All right, she'll take a chunk of damage and then another chunk of damage.
12 points of bludgeoning and 9 points of slashing.
Okay, wow. So you slam the hammer into her. She cries out in pain. What? We're being attacked again. Get them. Anything else, Andreas?
That's all three.
Okay. Ivan, Andreas has strolled up to this necromancer and attacked her. The two guards look totally undisturbed by this. However, the necromancer is very much disturbed.
Yeah, that's disturbing for sure. The calm spell probably didn't work on the zombie, right?
No, mind-affecting things don't affect the zombie.
Okay. Ivan runs in and gets an extreme wave of deja vu. It's awful. And run up behind the necromancer, and he'll do his standard shield raising.
All right, so as soon as you enter that 5-foot area around the necromancer, you are sickened 1.
Ugh.
Oh no.
Gross.
Terrible.
It doesn't feel nice here.
When's the last time this woman took a bath?
What does that do? I feel sick.
-1
I
to
take a
everything.
status penalty, a -1 on a bunch of my stuff?
Yep.
That's rude.
You feel just the smell of death washing off of her and something unnatural about the air around her.
Okay. So Ivan raised a shield. That's his turn. It was 2 strides and a shield raising, and now he doesn't feel good
Okay.
because of that deja vu.
The warrior at the back of the cave cries out, "Hey, what's going on?" And will, let's see, stride once, stride again, and will, the last action, pull out a sword. No, I guess actually, no, I'm going to reverse the order. I'm going to say, pull out the sword, stride twice, and now is next to Ivan.
Is he also sickened being next to the necromancer?
No, it seems unaffected.
Oh.
Rude.
Yeah, they're used to it.
That's unfortunate for them.
All right, Xankath, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna stride so I am beside the necromancer, giving myself the sickened condition, and then I'm gonna stab her.
Okay.
Nice one.
And she is off guard to me because Ivan's over there.
Yep.
It's a 34 to hit.
With the natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Oh, this is not going to go well for her.
That's 38 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Wowzers.
Okay, how do you kill this
Nice.
necromancer?
So she had raised her hands to start casting something at Lou, and I just kind of lop him off.
All right. She cries out
Oh
as
no,
you
the hand swarm.
she cries out as you lop them off, and then I guess you finish her off somehow.
Yeah, I finished her off some other how.
Okay.
That was, yeah.
Xankath is like really good at vengeance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Xankath is then going to, because I've still got unaction, so I'm going to step over her dead body and get beside the guard that just came in.
Okay.
Is the second still on?
No, the sickened effect is now gone.
Okay.
Cool.
At least I assume it is. It doesn't say the smell goes away when she dies, but let's suppose that the effect relies on her being alive.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. And one of these warriors stands there sort of looking, I don't know, dazed, just, wow, didn't expect that to happen.
Man, this day just went sideways.
And let's see, the animals in the back of the room don't seem to be doing anything. Rumpy takes a couple steps away from Jonesy but doesn't do any more than that because Rumpy pretty much just follows Jonesy around and protects Jonesy.
Yay.
And then this other warrior sort of nods at his friend and say, wow, I didn't expect to see that today. I can't wait to tell the other guys about this. And then the necromancer is dead. Lou, what do you want to do?
Okay, so there's only one hostile guard. Honestly, I feel like everyone can take care of themselves here. I'm gonna go over to this back room and try and find out if Aklep is in there.
Zombie brute.
Does he look like he's actually doing anything hostile? Does he look like he need to...
It's not the zombie's turn yet, but the zombie is definitely gearing up to do something.
Ah, okay. In that case, let's hit it with a second rank heal, which is gonna hurt it quite a bit.
Fortitude save?
It does get fortitude save. Basic fortitude save, DC 22.
20.
Ooh, okay.
Excellent.
I'm gonna roll my damage. Clickety-clickety. Oh, 11.
All right. Anything else, Lou?
Yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and step slightly deeper in here because I do want to eventually make my way towards that back room.
Okay. And the skeletal horse does nothing. The zombie brute looks down at Xankath and wordlessly lifts his hands up in the air and brings them slamming down on top of her. 31 to hit.
31 hits.
Oof.
Okay, a couple things happen. So first you take some damage, only 10 points of damage, and then it gets a free push attack, triggered by the fact that it just hit you, and so that means it attempts to shove you. It makes an athletics check against your fortitude DC.
Which is 21.
It rolled an 18, so it fails to push you.
Nice.
And then with its second action, it brings its fist down on you again. It only gets 2 actions per round, though, because this is a zombie. That's a 31 to hit again.
31 does, in fact, still hit.
Okay. So, again, 15 points of damage, and it gets another free shove attack.
Okay.
Wow, 31 on a second attack.
Right.
That's rough.
16 is not a success on the
Still fails.
check. Yep, so it does not succeed in pushing you away. And that is the end of the zombie's turn. Again, one of these skeletal horses does nothing. Jonesy, it's your turn. You're standing around the corner of the cave entrance, and you know that a fight is broken out, although you can't see everything going on.
And it does cost you 1 action to sustain the calm.
I know.
Okay. Just letting the players, the listeners know.
See, this is why I posted. This stuff's important.
I was going to say that. You keep taking away all the cool stuff I'm going to say. So Jonesy's going to sustain 1 action.
Okay.
Then he's going to move up towards where Andreas is, and he will cast guidance on Xankath as his last move because I got 15 feet. Yeah, 30 feet of range. So Xankath, you have guidance.
Cool.
I guess I'll point out that Xankath is fighting in a different manner than what you're accustomed to. She's used the bow a lot. Now she's using a short sword, and she is absolutely carving things up. She seems to have found her groove.
Yeah, and Jonesy's a little bit worried that because this is a new fighting style and she might need some guidance just to make sure that she keeps doing good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just needed to set her free. You know, she can spread her wings, discover her true potential.
Perhaps this leaving is the best thing that's ever happened to her. That can't be possible.
So with that, the skeletal giant over to the east, near a wooden platform, begins stomping in your direction. And let's see, its movement speed is 30, so it moves 30, 1 stride action.
Oh, that's a big guy.
And then another stride action. And it has, let's see, what's its reach here? 10 feet. So with 10 feet, I can't get around the pen. Can I reach Ivan from here? Is that 10 feet?
Probably not.
Nope, that's 15. I can't get to Ivan. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this creature treat this wagon here as difficult terrain. It spends its entire turn moving to try to get into melee with one of you, and now it's next to Lou.
Don't like that.
You hear the sound of something stirring at the back of the cave, and a warrior comes running around this curtain, and then running into the room and standing behind the wagon. So there's another warrior who runs into the room. Andreas, it's your turn. Your necromancer foe is down. Now there's a zombie giant and a skeleton.
Yes, well, let's see what I can do here. Andreas will step forward onto the necromancer's former spot.
Sure.
And then I will use one action to cast my conflux spell, Thunderous Strike.
Okay.
This is a 15-foot cone that will hit just the zombie brute and the warrior that is not calmed.
Okay.
Beside Ivan there. They both must make a DC 20 fortitude save.
The zombie brute fails.
Yes.
And the warrior, who is not calmed, gets a 26.
Okay, so he will take half damage, and the brute will take full. So 4 damage to the brute, 2 damage to the warrior. My spell strike is recharged, but I just have one action remaining. I think, I feel like it's just going to be best to try and beat this guy down. So I'm going to do a normal attack with the meteor hammer on the warrior.
Okay.
29 to hit.
Nice.
That is a hit.
Awesome.
Normal hit?
Normal hit, not a crit.
He is off guard to Andreas. Does that make any difference?
Oh, is he off guard to you?
Oh, because you crit on him. Or no, wait.
Because I'm there. I have a
Oh,
feat
that's
called
right.
Gang Up.
You have Gang Up.
Which
right.
gives
Nice.
everybody who's around whoever I'm
In
around.
that case, that is a crit.
Ooh, baby. Okay, I'll roll a critical damage instead. You take 24 points of damage, which is way better than the 7 I would have done otherwise.
We could have just doubled the 7, but yeah, we could do that.
No, it couldn't have.
That's no fun.
All right. So, Andreas, you bring this hammer down on top of this guy's head, and he gets woozy looking for a moment, but does not go down. And that means it is Ivan's turn. Ivan, you have this injured warrior next to you, and then an enormous zombie, and then an even more enormous skeleton. And as we start your turn, we're going to cut over to Aklep. Aklep, you are in this bone cage, and a necromancer enters the room from the east and walks over to the table and picks up a knife and a bag, maybe has spell components in it or something, and begins arranging things on the table, gets out a leather sheet or cloth. She looks back in your direction and says, "Well, shall we get started? And we'll find out what happens in 2 weeks."
Thanks for listening to Tales of Bob. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, by following us on Facebook and Instagram at The House of Bob, on Blue Sky at thehouseofbob.org, or by chatting with us on Discord, and most of all, by supporting us on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. This show is possible due to all of our patrons who get exclusive one-shots, campaigns, and other cool stuff. You can also listen to the House of Bob podcast, which, unlike Tales of Bob, is not clean, but it is a lot of fun, with campaigns and different systems such as D&D, The Sprawl, Frontier Scum, and more. Art and music for this episode are by Mike, and audio editing is by Jessica. Thanks again for listening, and roll on.
Out of curiosity, does Aklep hear the sound of battle happening?
I don't know. It's quite a long distance, and there's this curved passage, and yeah, maybe you hear some kind of commotion, but it's not clear exactly what's going on. It's not like a fireball has gone off or anything.
Okay.
Not yet.
It's a typical skeleton party.
I will let you struggle with that for a moment while I
do your thing.
Do my thing.
Okay, hold on. Wasn't prepared to do checks.
It's fun to roll dice.
Yeah. Felt like you were going to be pretty passive in this part, but
I'm trying to give you things to do. Come on.
I see a mute microphone symbol on Jeanette's window, but I can hear her.
Yes, that's normal. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. They've got a system that's recording them both into one device, and her mic, she doesn't have a mic running through Squadcast. It's fine.
She has powers beyond your imagination.
I just hire a guy to do my voice for me. So.
AI.
She dubs it all after.
Yep. Fix it in post. Okay, and Ivan, looks like on this map you still have conditions on you.
I just took one off.
And Lou is 5 feet in the air.
Yeah, why do I have a +5?
Oh.
Sometimes you just gotta float.
Huh.
Because he's in a bag. He's in a bag.
He's not in the bag anymore.
The angry face represents Rumpy. In case you're wondering.
I figured.
Oh, Rumpy's very large.
Rumpy is a direwolf. Rumpy is very large.
Hey, it's better than that 3 you did a couple episodes ago.
That's very true.
Hey, remember when you rolled that 3?
I just finished editing that episode, so it's fresh for me.
It's sad to roll 3d8 and get 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Sean, I'll just caution you here. As the amount of information that we have included has grown, the music for the outro has not.
So don't let dilly dally.
Yeah, so
Okay.
maybe don't dawdle.
Thanks for listening to the House of Bob. Oh my God, the House of Bob.
It's hard to have a break. And we'll find out what happens in 2 weeks.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Terrifying.